Okay, so to begin with, I'm doing some review questions off of the packet that you guys have, which is, well, not really a packet, a vast amount of review material that you have. So I let you go over it and find ones that you needed help with. Now, a few people asked me some, and I told you to wait till later. If you're one of those people, raise your hand. Or if you've got a different one, raise your hand, and I'll be glad to do some. Probably can get through all the hands that are up right now. I'm going to start with Miss T. You said there were two functions. F of x was what? X plus 2. And g of x was what? Third of x plus what? All right, I want everybody to stop what you are doing and focus on these, because these are the hardest ones from this day. So I want you to make sure you could do this. If you had both functions and you were asked to do, what was it again? G of f of x, and then graph it. All right. Well, the big part is just finding g of f of x. Once you have that, the graph isn't that hard. So f of x goes inside of g. That means this one goes inside this one. So I take this one, and I write it square root of empty spot plus 1, and I drop in x plus 2 in there. Now that's pretty simple to simplify. X plus 2, and then plus 1 makes x plus 3. And now there's your composite function. I put the 1 in the other and simplified it, and it was like that. And then to graph it, it's just a square root that's been shifted which way? Here's a normal square root shifted where? Left 3. That's it. Next question. There's another person who had yes. Yep, I can remind you how the circles work. Let's say I had this, x plus 3 squared plus y minus 7 squared equals 16. Do you agree that's the equation of a circle? Would you agree that the most important part of the circle is probably the center? And then the other most important part is how big its radius is. So you would be asked for those two parts. This is a typical ACT question too. Center and radius. All right. I'd like you to figure it out right now. If you know this answer, then you're ready. If you don't know this answer, then you better pay really close attention. A normal circle starts at 0, 0 and has a radius of 1. But this is not a normal circle. This has been moved. Its radius is now 3 to the what? To the left. That's negative 3, comma. It's also been moved where on the up-down scale? Up 7. Wait a minute, it doesn't seem like it should be down 7, but it's in the parentheses, so you do the opposite of what you'd expect, so it's up 7, so that's positive 7. The center's at negative 3, comma, positive 7. Then the radius, you take that and you take the square root of it. Notice this is squared and this is squared, so really this is a 4 squared, and that helps you see the radius is 4. Oops, put R and 4. Okay, that's circles. Really briefly. What else do you want to know? I had another question. Did the person who had that question figure it out? Okay. Anybody else? No other questions about the whole first two sections? All right. I'm assuming that means that you felt like they were fairly easy. Your job tonight at home is to do in the neighborhood of 20 minutes of review. That could be taking a Schoology quiz. That could be doing parts of the worksheet that you found difficult. Maybe you should go over the worksheet without the answers. There's 2 or 3 of them in there. And find a few that you think are hard and do them. Again, there's no penalty for that. I'm not going to say, oh, you did badly on the worksheet. I just want to see how much you did. That's what you should impress me with tomorrow. Is when I got home, here's what I did. Okay? I don't expect you to spend tons of time. I know you got other finals to study for, but spend some time on math study. Then tomorrow we're going to do the same idea. Same thing except in the different chapters. We just did 2 and 3. Tomorrow we'll do 4 and 5. And by tomorrow, I have the rest of the test graded for everybody else. All right. For your hour, I didn't have many questions. That was pretty quick, but I'll save that along with the other classes' questions, and we'll post them up. Have a good day.